Alright everybody, we're back for yet another introductory guide to different characters in Guilty Gear Strive. This time we are going to be learning a character with movement vastly different from the character we previously covered in Nago. We are doing Chipp. As you can tell, look at his dashes. Look how fast he is in the air, look how high he can jump, and watch he can run up in the air. So, alongside being very fast, Chipp is also very weak. So, let's see. Let's switch back to Nago. See how much damage that does. Does a lot of damage, which most of the cast will not take. But Chipp also has some. Also, he's not just there to be a meat shield in the game. He has a couple different unique traits other than being fast and not having enough health. But first, let's get to the normal stuff. This is his light, his far medium, close medium, his crouching low, crouching light, crouching medium, heavy, and down heavy. Now, he also, once again, like everyone else, has different normal, like kind of command normals. His forward light. Let's see what else he has. Wrong one. Forward X. And pretty punishing forward heavy, which can get air opponents. I've been hit with that in the past a couple times. And a very special mid-air move. I hate this move. I really hate this move. So, Chipp also has some pretty good air traversal outside of, jumping halfway up the screen. His Alpha Blade can go up in the air and down in the air. So, I'm hitting forward K. Takes me up and also does a little bit of a cross up. It doesn't miss. But there's also another Alpha Blade that will hit low on the ground. It's pretty normal. Like, you got kind of your mix-up pressure going, and then zoop, little sweep of the legs. And with Chipp's closing speed, easily just go in and go for another grab. So, it kind of, like you see, I could do that. You can't really do that on the ground. But, as you can see there, in comes Chipp's pressure. Little side swaps, or even if you want to just dash back in and kind of reset your opponent. It's very good pressure, and easily with some of these massive just sprints where you could close off the gap pretty easy. Now, I remember I did this with Nago, but you can just... How far this is, Nago, you have to completely high jump back to get even close to there. Chipp gets there in an instant. And you can completely close back in with the grab. So you just zoop. Just like that. So Chipp's closing speed is something that you need to adapt to, because no other character really has it. Now, Chipp has what mostly people call Rekkas. So you need to input forward medium 2 different times to get it. Now, there is a third one, but it's very weird, because there's good uses to it, but if you're against an experienced player, it can lead to rough situations, especially with Chipp's low health. Now, if you hit forward K, say your opponent's blocking these two, bam! Right into the overhead. And you can cancel it out of there. So, normally it's 1, 2, so middle. Normally it's just middle and then middle low. You can go middle overhead. So it's just something to think about for different pressures that you could use if your opponent's not. Let's say you condition your opponent to be middle low. You could just go bam, middle overhead. So he also has a DP. Let's see. This is a normal DP. It kind of, because it doesn't have a heavy version, it kind of acts as Soul's heavy DP, but it is just a medium DP, so medium startup, but also has the same negative impacts, probably even amplified with Chipp's health. So, other than that, oh, he does have this a little kind of thing. He throws a shuriken just because he's a ninja, but he also has, kind of like Nago, a full screen. I don't even know. It's kind of like a projectile, but yeah, he throws himself. But the real problem is, let's say Nago's in Blood Rage, like we saw last video, and he locks his super. That is double the damage which one shot Hotch Chip. So please, one thing you need to do is watch out. Now, probably the last one, he does have a command grab, which is actually pretty rough to react to sometimes. Let's see. Just give it. There it is. Bam. And then you gotta I've seen people do zoop, grab them once, and then grab them again because it's so fast. Especially any normal player will be like, oh, that's a little rough. So now we just have the supers left. Let's see. Oop. This is kind of a utility super. Because let's say you're close to the wall. It's a lot easier to just do that instead of the full that motion. So which for a lot of new players definitely, because I struggled getting the full that perfect. That it used to be this before, so but I think that's an invincible one, is it? Let's see. Yep, invincibility when the attack comes out. And guess what this one is as well? This one, invincibility when it starts off. It's also probably one of the best looking supers, but yeah, once again, Chipp has 2 invisibility supers alongside with a DP and very fast movement, so you could definitely see where they start to even things out aside from his flaws. But alright, that should be all. Thank you for watching, and please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you at the next one.